Hey, my name's Derek, and today we're going to discuss Christians and
Halloween. The other day, my wife and I bought a pumpkin. We carved it and we roasted the seeds, which made for a really tasty snack. And it was a really fun evening spent at home for under $3. But did we cross a line? Did we partake in a pagan ritual? Should Christians avoid Halloween and all of its girlish connections? Scholars debate whether or not Halloween is a Christianized festival, meaning something that Christians adopted from their pagan culture, or whether it was a Christian holiday that just happened to coincide with pagan festivals. Halloween is the first of a 3-day celebration known as Hallowmas, which is kind of like Christmas, only with hallow meaning holy or saintly instead of the word Christ. November 1st is known as All Hallows Day or All Saints Day, the day when the church members would get together and they would celebrate and remember all the saints who had died and gone up to heaven. November 2nd is known as All Souls Day, and it was the day, at least in the Roman Catholic tradition, when they would commemorate all the faithful souls in the church who have died, but they've not yet gone to heaven. They're still in purgatory. Halloween is the eve of All Saints Day. The word is an amalgamation of two words, hallow meaning holy or saintly, and eve, because it was the day before All Hallows Day, just as Christmas Eve is the day before Christmas Day. All Saints Day was originally celebrated on May 13th. In 608, the Pope dedicated the Roman Pantheon to Mary and the saints. May 13th was also the pagan festival known as the Feast of Lemuria, where the Romans tried to appease the evil ghosts and the dead and tried to purge them from their homes. The Pope's goal was to de-paganize the Pantheon and the Roman Lemuria holiday and to redeem them as Christian remembrance days of the faithful saints who have died. In the 8th century, All Saints Day was moved to November 1st, which roughly corresponded to the Celtic pagan holiday of Samhain, which had similar themes as the Feast of Lemuria and was either celebrated on October 31st or on November 1st. Samhain means summer's end, and it marked the end of summer and the beginning of winter, or as they knew it, the darker half of the year, in which it was believed that the spirits and the dead could more easily enter into our world. At the festivals of Samhain, people would often hold feasts inviting the dead loved ones to come in and to dine with them in their homes. But some spirits were evil and needed to be warded off. Thus the invention of bonfires on Halloween and possibly even jack-o'-lanterns. Trick-or-treating may have its origins back in the 12th century with the custom of souling. Christians would bake soul cakes and would share them with anyone who had need. So groups of poor, and this often included groups of children, would go door to door collecting soul cakes during Hallowmas, and they would often dress up in costumes so that evil spirits would not recognize them, and they'd carry jack-o'-lanterns as protection. In the 18th century, people began going door to door singing songs in exchange for food. Think Christmas caroling, but with a dark twist. By this point, people would dress up in scary costumes and begin to pull pranks on other people just because it was fun. Thus the trick part of trick-or-treat. This suggested that by the 18th century, not everyone believed in the superstitions of Halloween, and many of them were just out for the fun of it. So should Christians partake in today's Halloween activities? When my wife and I carved our pumpkin, we had a blast. We didn't know the original story, and now that we do know, has it changed anything? The original intent and the meaning of the jack-o'-lantern is meaningless to us. So would we do it again? Absolutely. It was so much fun for under $3 and it had no pagan meaning to us whatsoever. And our culture is saturated with pagan origins. Everything from the wedding ring to the names of the days of the week, including Sunday, all have their origin in paganism. But they no longer carry the meaning they originally had. So Halloween is, by and large, just a fun day where parents dress up with their children and go out trick-or-treating. That's not really about the treats or the tricks. It's really all about the activity, the fun. The original meaning has been buried under layers and layers of history. So I think this conversation really falls under the meat sacrificed to idols clause of 1 Corinthians chapter 10. In that passage, Paul tells the Corinthians to eat anything sold in the meat market without raising any questions. Now it wasn't that ignorance is bliss, as if they don't know where the meat came from, then they can eat it for good conscience sake. Because in the city of Corinth, which was a very religious city, all meat sold in the marketplace passed through pagan temples and was sacrificed to pagan gods. And everybody who lived there knew that. What Paul is saying is, don't make an issue out of it. It's just meat, and all meat comes from the Lord anyways. He goes on to say that if the people you are eating with make an issue out of it, then don't eat it with them for their sake. And it's the same with Halloween. Most people today don't know and don't care about the origin stories. They just want to have fun. But if you are with someone who does care and who thinks that going out and celebrating Halloween and having fun and trick-or-treating is wrong, then don't go out trick-or-treating with them.
for their sake. And as it says in the Bible, Shalom. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to subscribe for more great episodes from Bible Floss. Just click that subscribe button. Go ahead and click it now. Right now. Click that button.